Hello everybody, it's MrLEDiecast and this is the diorama we're going to use today. But first, I'm going to turn the camera around here so that we can see the big old bin of cars that's down here. Sorry about the corner of the table there. And I'm going to go ahead and dive in there, pick out 25. Going to rank them from my least favorite to favorite and put them in the diorama. And I'm going to try to dig down here a little bit. Alright, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Helicopter. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Got 25 cars here. We'll be right back once I get them in order from my least favorite to favorite. Put them in the diorama. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and you know how we play this. We're going to go for my least favorite of those cars I just pulled out. Pretty random. Obviously, I've looked over these cars at some point, but a lot of these cars we haven't seen in years. So it's taking us a while to get through all these bins of cars. So without further ado, onward we go. First off, we've got a Volkswagen Beetle convertible. That one just does nothing for me. Not really against Volkswagens, but this one is boring. That one is a Matchbox. I believe that's a Matchbox. Yeah, there's the bottom of it. I believe that's a Matchbox. It really doesn't do anything for me. Sorry. Sorry, little Beetle. Next up, a 2011 Slingshot. Usually we go through these first 10 or so pretty quickly. Slingshot, one of the older, well, one of the more well-known fantasy models. Slingshot, 2011. We've got a fire truck. Does this one have a name? It is the Highway Rescue Fire Truck. That one from Matchbox. Pretty old, judging by those rims. We haven't seen those in a while. This is all molded into the top, that blue, so none of it moves. Pretty nice little fire truck. This one I never remember the name on. Somebody can remind me unless it's written on this one. I don't think it is. This one is the X something something. This one's just got all sorts of stuff going on it. Asymmetrical design. It's a Hot Wheels little radar dish on top, rolls around. Not really crazy about this particular color variation on it. I like the model fine. Don't like the wheels on that one. XT something, I believe. I don't know. Somebody can leave it down below if someone really wants to run out and get that one. We got a Pony Up from 2003. I want to say this one came in a 5-pack. Just judging by that design, I'm guessing it did. Pony Up, kind of based off of a Corvette. Oh no, that was 40-something, sorry. Kind of based off of a Mustang, maybe? I don't know. I was going to make a story out of that, but I got my 40-something mixed up in there. 68 El Camino. We actually have two 68 El Caminos in a row. This one from 2011, the Fort Worth Fire, and the next one from 2017. Strangely enough, different engines. There is the 2017 engine. There is the engine from a while back. So one from 2011, one from 2017. We've got Scorcher. That is what Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy drives. That one from the Guardians of the Galaxy series. That series, boy, there wasn't much in that series. This might have been the best car of that series, so not much to mention there. Gamora could have probably done a little better with her ride. We've got a Matchbox. This one is a Kenworth truck. This one has been played with, or it might be a little bit higher up. You can see pretty well chipped up on the top. But a nice, nice model. Some of these Kenworths did come with trucks on the back. Some of them didn't. Some of them were in the trucking series. Some of them were in the mainline series. I don't remember what that one was from. Next up, one of my favorite fantasy cars, and that's about as far up as these fantasy cars tend to make it. And that is the Dog Fighter from 1999. Dog Fighter, based off plane, has this fun little propeller in the front. I just really like that design. Nowadays, these kind of crazy designs really get a lot of attention, but back in the day, they were pretty normal for Hot Wheels. Dog Fighter from the late 1990s. Got a split window Corvette. This one, I believe, was from the Crackle series, right? 1995. And this one has that crazy crackle paint. That's actually what it was supposed to look like. See a lot of this particular car, and it came in a 3-wheel or a 3-spoke variation on this. Or I'm sorry, came in 3-wheel variations. Also has Hot Wheels right there on the window. You don't see that too often anymore where they stamp the windows. Next one, this one's going to be kind of controversial, but I like this car. It is one of the goofy cars from the 2004 series. We've talked about that 2004 series. The largest series they released of new models. About half the entire 2004 series was new models. I think 100 different new models with variations. And this was the year along with 2005 where they had a whole bunch of the squashed cars, stretched cars, all sorts of stuff. This one is Overboard. And he's very skinny. What is his name? It's Overboard. Overboard 454T. That was what he was. I don't think he showed up ever again. He was only in 2004 and only came out in a few models. Next up, another Matchbox. This one a Kentworth also. In beat up shape. Little smokestacks always get bent on these. Don't know much about this one either, whether it had a trailer or not. Another Kentworth from Matchbox. Here's an 8 crate. This one from the DC Superheroes. What is that? Pop Culture series, I believe. I don't remember. This one in some crazy colors. It's got the purple and the green. This one may go for tires. We really don't need any more tires at this point. We've got plenty, but I do like the 8 crate. That's what Bizarro rides. The wheels are nothing special on this particular one. But, you know, rubber tires, can't beat it. Here's a generic model, and this one probably has a story that I don't know much about. So, cool little car. It's got some suspension on it, so not totally cheap, but it's got Granada on the front. That is interesting. Not many cars have Granada, the country Granada, I'm assuming, unless there's some sort of car I don't know about. I mean, could be. Somebody tell me. But it's got a lot of nice little suspension on it. Cool little car. And now I think we're getting into our top 10 now. Yeah, it looks like top 10. So number 10, another 58 Corvette convertible. This one with the blown engine. We've seen a few of these. This particular one came in a 7-spoke version that is rarer. This one from 1995, and I bet it's got a Hot Wheels. Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably got a little Hot Wheels stamp somewhere on it. They usually did back in the day. Next up, a Chevy Blazer. This one from Matchbox. I do like this casting from Matchbox. Would have originally had a little antenna that's stuck in that hole right there. The antenna is usually missing on these. It would be wrapped around the car in the blister. But I do like this one. I like the blue, how it shines on that white in there. Off-Road Patrol. That's the Matchbox Police 911. And its competition, the Ford Bronco from Hot Wheels. Boy, we have seen a lot of this one. Came out, I believe, 2 years in a row in this color variation, if I remember right. It also came in a lot of wheel variations. This one in near perfect shape. I like that Bronco. And to round out the large suburban type cars. Well, that didn't really make sense when I'm pulling out a Hummer, but here's a Hummer. Its wheels are a little trashed on this one. They look like they've been aging and have broken, but all still there. Pretty nice little Hummer. This one from a Nothing brand. Oh, you know what? It is a... Here you go. It's a pullback. I didn't know that. There we go. There you go. Action pullback car. Didn't know it was a pullback. It's just a generic brand model. Nothing really on the bottom. Except it's made in China. So, number was a 6 is a Ferrari Testarossa from Matchbox. This one has been played with. The silver on the wheels is coming off a little bit. The window's a little scuffed up. This guy looks like a good candidate for a restoration. The other side looks like it's scuffed up too. But a nice Ferrari Testarossa. We may bring that guy back to life a little bit more. Next up, a Suzuki from Maisto. Don't know much about this one. It's got some suspension to it. Nice little model. Looks like a premium model of some type. It does have, what are these, rubber tires? No, they're plastic tires on it. Little Suzuki though. Don't see those very often. Suzuki Samurai. Don't know the year on that one. Gangster Grin is next. I do like this car. Always pick it out when it came out. I doubt you would be driving that car on a bumpy road. This is the mystery car, and I want to say it's from 2009. Real nice flame job on that one, obviously. So it's going to get my attention. Plus it's Gangster Grin. There's the back tires, if you're wondering how that one is put together. Nice little Gangster Grin. Top 3 now. We've got a Hot Wheels. What is this Porsche? This is a 911 GT3 RS. And that one is from 2011. Pretty nice car, that one. That is our number 3 car. Number 2, and I'm going to tell you, number 1 is going to cause some controversy this time around. I bet most of you all would not have put number 1. But number 2 is the Beach Patrol. This one came in the 5-pack, the Forces of Nature 5-pack. Also came out in 2000. But the Forces of Nature, this one is the Storm Chasers on that one. Beach Patrol. Beach Patrol, one of these cars that does not put the name on the bottom and has changed names numerous times throughout its run, so it gets called by many names. Beach Patrol doesn't have to be the name you go by. It's had many names over the years. Here is number 1, and boy, I knew this car was in one of these lots. We had lost track of this car. I was so excited when I found it. This is from the Matchbox Gold series. I believe it's the hardest Matchbox of car to find from the Gold series, and that is the Rhino Rod. The Matchbox Gold series Rhino Rod. Don't remember when the Gold series came out. I believe it was the early 2000s. There were 50 cars that were all gold, and it was kind of Matchbox's best known castings. They did include a few of the animal cars in that. There was the Dragonfly car, the Rhino Rod, the dog with the snapping jaws that now I've just forgot. The Rottweiler, that's what it was. The Rottweiler was in that series. And the Rhino Rod, one of my favorite Matchboxes of all time. Yes, we do collect Rhino Rods. We have an entire box full of Rhino Rods. Never does a Rhino Rod of a good price go by us. But we only have one gold Rhino Rod, and boy, this guy is in near, if not perfect condition. Hard to see anything wrong with him. That is the Rhino Rod from the Gold series, like he's out on the savanna if there wasn't a farmhouse back there. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. You can put down what you disagree with down below. Agree, disagree, have some fun, fill in the blanks on those cars I didn't know the names of. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.